this seems to be the number one topic anybody's talking about after the first weekend. The Yankees hitting a record-setting number of home runs to start the year, 9 of them in the game the other day, 4 in the first inning off of Nestor Cortez. Welcome back to the Bronx, Nasty Nestor. But the talk has been...
It's not nasty anymore, buddy.
The Yankees Torpedo bats. Now, let me provide some background before I get your take on this, Josh, for the audience that is tuning in and might not be familiar or is just reading the headlines on Twitter saying the Yankees are cheating. Okay, here is the background. The Yankees have a former MIT physicist on their staff. He is an analytics guy. He's
uncle, by the way. Uncle.
Uncle? Well, okay. He's an analytics guy.
Yeah, I know.
Who basically talks to the players and figured out, well, and all this data, by the way, all this data that I'm about to talk about is available. We have websites that we go, the StatCast data, Baseball Savant, Fangraphs, all this data you can find. And so this guy, Aaron Leinhart, so he's a smart guy.
Right.
Anyway, this MIT educated physics professor, former, he studied all of the Yankees hits.
Mainly
all the Yankees.
Volpe.
Sure.
Okay.
But he went over and he talked to Cody Bellinger, talked to a bunch of players. Mm-hmm. And he essentially figured out, because we have all the data on barrel percentage, barrel rate, like soft contact, hard contact.
Yes.
And he figured out the majority of the hits that miss the barrel are missing by like this much or whatever, a quarter inch, half inch.
Inside towards the hands.
Whatever it is. He figured out where the misses are happening.
Right.
And so he figured that let's design a bat that increases the size of the sweet spot.
Dude, you got my brain racing right now.
Good.
It's awesome.
So that if you increase the size of the sweet spot, the misses on the barrel will now become hits on the barrel.
No blank. We obviously give me the biggest barrel in the world. Take a big barrel bat and hit a softball.
Sure. All of the bats conform with Major League Baseball standards.
Because the standards are they're not as like in depth as everything else would be. It's just like 2 1/4. It's 42 max.
Yeah.
Babe Ruth used swing 42, so it's 42 max. It's 2 1/4. The parameters of how here's the deal. Real quick, I'm gonna cut you off. The reason you can't put pine tar past 17 inches from the handle is because it strengthens the bat. Right, so you can't.
That's the famous George Brett incident.
You can't pine tar too far because it strengthens the bat and it doesn't break. So what does that mean? It stays stronger longer. What does taking steroids do? It makes you stronger. It doesn't make you better baseball, but it makes you stronger. So when said fastball rattles your bat, now your bat stays stronger. It's going to go further, right? All we're doing is like moving this down and making the bat more. This is one thing. This is not what we're talking about. It's making the bat more durable per se all the way through, so they're not going to break as easy. So what does that mean? Men that are in the big leagues, if they hit the ball 395, now it's going to go 410 or 415, right? Because we've strengthened the center of the bat